Okay, so our next card is the Gemini. This is third on the zodiac, as you know, the zodiac signs, but it's actually 6 in the Major Arcana. Okay, so 6, and majority of Geminis are born in June, right? So 6 is on the calendar, and 6 in the Major Arcana. So Geminis, this card is about harmony and choices. And thank you, cross watchers, too. You're more than welcome. So this is anybody who wants to learn the energy of a Gemini and to know when it comes up in a reading, what it means, and then also who it could be signifying in their life, okay? So this card is about choices and duality, love, harmony, relationships, values, alignment, and choices. On a lower polarity, it would be like if it was reversed, it would be self-love, disharmony, imbalance, and it doesn't value. Okay, so the Lovers, think of this card as duality, like the yin and yang, okay? So this is about harmony and choices. So it shows a naked man and a woman standing beneath the angel Raphael. See, this is the woman, this is the man, and here's the angel, okay? So the angel Raphael, whose name means God heals, represents both the physical and emotional healing of the angel. So, like, this is the physical and this is the emotional. You know, they say like women are from Venus and men, or let me say it right, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. That's why. Because men are physical and we're emotional, right? So the angel is actually represents both physical and emotional healing. So the angel blesses the man and the woman and reminds them of their union with the divine. So they stand on a beautiful landscape. It's the reminiscence of the Garden of Eden. Behind the woman is an apple tree and a snake, and it's winding its way up the trunk. So the snake and the apple actually represent temptations of sensual pleasures that might take away focus from the divine. So behind the man is the tree of flames. If you can see this right here, this is a tree of flames, and which represents passion. So it's primary concern of the man. There's 12 flames, suggest the 12 zodiac signs, and the symbols of time, and then also eternity. So there's an angel showing the path to the consciousness, or showing a path of consciousness to the subconscious, to the super subconscious. Or basically what that means is he's showing a path from the physical desire to the emotional needs to the spiritual concerns. Those are the 3. That's why Geminis are basically also have the 3 energy, because there's 3s. There's the woman, the man, the angel. Okay? There's the conscious, subconscious, and the super subconscious. Or there is the physical, emotional, and spiritual. Okay, so that's how Geminis also represent 3, if you guys want to know that, because I say that a lot too. Okay, so anyway, there's a volcanic mountain in the back, and it's rather phallic, and it shows the eruption of passion that happens when the man and the woman meet full nudity. So this card is about, and basically the full nudity would basically be, temptations or raw passions, but also it represents our vulnerability, okay? So we're just trusting in it. We didn't actually commit sin yet, or however you guys want to think of it. I don't look at it like that, not anymore. I'm not going to get into that, but this is us being vulnerable, and that we can just, even though it's a woman and a man, it's duality, okay? So basically, like, I'm not going to say who's good or bad, because I don't want people thinking I favor one side over the other. But basically, if you think about it, this is the yin, this is the yang. This is the night, this is the light, this is the dark. This is the white, this is the black. You see what I'm saying? They all have to come together in full circle, and that's what makes our life full circle, right? So this basically represents the Gemini, and the circle around it would be the angel. See what I'm saying? Because we can't have this without the other. There will be no woman without man. Do you understand what I'm saying? There will be no black without white. And that there is a reason for that, because the difference of each side is what completes the other side. If that makes any sense. So I'm saying is, like, there would be no light without dark, and dark wouldn't be without light. They complete each other. There would be no sun without the moon. See what I'm saying? So this is the yin and yang of it. And then that's basically like the earth or whatever. So anyway, I always have a lot to say about Gemini, because I am a Gemini, and I really like delve into, like, oh my gosh, it makes so much sense. That's why, like, Geminis are very indecisive, or like We're also communicators. So this is from Mercury. But I'll get into that later too. I don't want to confuse everybody. Going off course. So the lovers. The lovers is love, connection, sexual attraction, union of opposites, new possibilities, temptation, and choice. So this card is the lovers, and you find a man and a woman standing next to it, and in some versions embracing each other. With the man looking at the woman is looking up to the sky where Cupid is and watching, and occasionally such, like, it depends on what deck you have, but I have the Angel Raphael on mine. But anyways, in some of them there's the Cupid up there, okay? So there's another standing next to them, and the card alludes to love, relationships, and family. But the lovers also has to come to represent temptation, and they need to make a choice. So at this stage of his journey, the fool finds his match and decides to marry and unite the opposites within. This card suggests that a union is possible, and there is hope for a bright future ahead if temptation can be avoided. That's part. Okay, so now I'm going to actually get into the representation of a Gemini. So Gemini's lovers is all about choice and the need to understand sides in order to efficiently make decisions, like the zodiac sign Gemini. This card gives us both narratives and the actual like covet of it, or like the religious part of it, I guess. But it's that we must use our mercurial, now I said it from Mercury, our skills in understanding and making the right decisions that can shape our lives for the better. So there's dual in nature, ruled by Mercury, god of communication. Mercury is the god of communication. That's why we're in retrograde, and that's why I can't talk right now. So this is kind of like an Adam and Eve story. It's conceived from one reflections of the other. So the lovers is about communication and communion. There is no bad side. No bad one card. Okay, no, wait. Let me re-say that. So lovers is about communication and communion. There is no bad side. No bad one. This card means to teach you. I flourish, you flourish. You fall, I fall. See what I'm saying? That's the yin and yang. That's the completion of it all. So instead of us thinking that we're so different, we're really not. And when you really find that person that will go all out with you or whatever, you actually realize that you become one instead of the duality part of aspects of it. That means that there is no bad one out of these two, and there's no bad side to either one of them. There's no bad person. There's no bad thoughts on either one of them. It just means that together in a union, they're going to teach each other, okay? So if she flourishes, he flourishes. If he falls, she falls. Get it? It's pretty dope, huh? I love it. I love that I'm a Gemini, although the duality does drive me nuts. So is communication. Okay, anyway, enough about me. So the next card after the Gemini is Cancer. So the Cancer is the Chariot, and yeah. So anyway, this is the 6. This is the Gemini. If you ever want me to go more in depth, I definitely can about these cards. It's just I don't want to put too much on the table right now. Just enough for you to know what this card signifies and why. And that way, if you have a Gemini in your life, this is the card that represents it. And if you get this card in your reading, it might be representing that Gemini in your life of a lesson that you need to learn. So if that happens, try to focus on what this card actually means, because this is one of the lessons that you need to learn in life. Okay? All right, so I'm going to stop this. I'm going to start on Cancer next. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and make sure you watch the other videos if you have somebody in your life that signifies something, so your readings will make much more sense. Thanks for watching, guys.